The Bank of Amsterdam, founded in 1609, was the world's first modern bank to provide a reliable, standardized form of money through ledger-based deposits known as bank money. It secured merchants' gold and silver, facilitating safer and more efficient European trade. Creating a trusted stable payment system without issuing traditional banknotes laid the foundation for modern central banking and transformed international commerce. In this video we will learn about this institution and its contributions to banking as detailed in our book A History of Banks. If you want to learn more about financial history, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Amsterdam, 1763. As Europe was at war, rumors spread. The Amsterdam Bank's vault is empty. A British slave merchant visited the bank, seeking a guarantee for the hefty sum he held. "Is your gold here?" he asked. The manager smiled and led him through heavy iron doors into a basement. They stopped before a high-ceilinged room with damp stone walls. A guard nodded. The manager pointed to the door. "This is it. All the gold is locked away. No one goes in." The merchant frowned. "I'd like to see it." The manager replied, "If everyone did, the system would collapse. But trust this, the gold is here, and yours too." The merchant nodded. He saw nothing, but trusted what lay beyond. Back in London, he told others, they showed no gold, but their system was worth more than gold itself. Let's start from the beginning and follow the story of how the Bank of Amsterdam revolutionized banking. The Low Countries fought for independence from Spain in the 16th century while also developing and becoming quite wealthy through trade. Unlike other Italian and European states, the Netherlands' economic success during its golden age, from 1581 to 1672, was not limited to accessing markets. It also included directly controlling raw material sources and markets through its naval fleets until the mid-1700s. The economic and financial system of the Dutch Republic was the most advanced system seen up to that time, and between 1600 and 1720. Behind this success was an innovative institutional structure based on the East and West India Companies, the Amsterdam Stock Exchange, and most importantly, the Amsterdam Bank. In medieval Europe, metal coins were made of gold and silver, and the value of money varied depending on the amount of gold and silver. However, due to distrust in coins, the costs of analyzing and storing them to verify their content made their use far from convenient. Additionally, the variety of metal coins led to disputes during trade in commercial centers. Over time, each metal coin either wore out, or some unscrupulous individuals attempted to gain profit by shaving off gold coins and collecting the gold and silver scraps. As the famous English economist Thomas Gresham said, "Bad money drives out good money." People kept the solid coins for themselves and put the worn-out coins into circulation. When bad, clipped and worn coins circulated excessively in the market, they devalued the country's currency and caused inflation. On the other hand, the country's newly minted coins were more valuable when they first entered the market and commanded a premium in exchange. To eliminate this problem, the Amsterdam Council of Government established the Amsterdam Bank or Wisselbank in 1609. The founders aimed not to develop any central bank but to ensure that the minting rules worked better. The bank had a fourfold task: keep the value of merchants' deposits stable, solve domestic payment issues, facilitate international payments by providing ample gold and silver coins via a sound transfer system, prevent low-value currencies from entering and devaluing their foreign reserves. The Amsterdam Bank assessed the metal value of foreign and domestic coins, deducted a small fee, and credited the nominal value to customers' accounts. This bank money retained its recorded value, unlike worn metal coins. The Amsterdam Bank Gulden, widely used internationally in the late 17th and early 18th centuries, was not a coin, but bank money, a record in the bank's accounts, and an early form of modern paper money. The key advantage of bank money was that, backed by a bank, it protected against theft, fire and counterfeiting and kept its value stable. Counting, transferring and playing with it were easy. These features encouraged the use of banknotes over foreign coins. The Amsterdam Bank didn't make loans, it acted only as a cashier. Coin deposits were a small part of its capital. Most came from high-value gold and silver bullion. The Amsterdam Bank operated with a network of merchant banks that supported its operations, enhancing its strength. Merchants and bankers increasingly came to rely on and adapt to this system, using the bank's money rather than withdrawing their foreign currency or gold deposits to avoid paying additional fees. In the late 17th century, the Amsterdam Bank restricted and eventually abolished deposit withdrawals. Although funds could still be transferred within the system, trust eroded, leading to price discounts, liquidity problems, and shifts to other centers. This effective ban in the late 1700s wasn't a crisis but the result of gradual structural decline and lost trust. Originally a commercial bank for trade, it came under Amsterdam City Council control, whose secret use of reserves to finance wars and deficits depleted the bank's gold and silver. These developments coincided with the Netherlands beginning to lose its prominence in global trade. With the rise of England and the establishment of the Bank of England, Amsterdam started to fall behind in terms of financial reliability. For all these reasons, the abolition of the right to withdraw deposits was a natural consequence of a profound crisis of confidence and managerial weaknesses. This situation represents one of the first examples of money's transition from a physical form of value to a fiat value. It is an essential step in the birth of the modern financial system. Nevertheless, the Amsterdam Bank managed to keep its currency in circulation. For this reason, this event is considered a significant development that facilitated the emergence of modern central banks. In response, the Amsterdam Bank introduced a promissory note system in 1683. When merchants deposited gold bullion or coins at the bank, they received a promissory note that could be used as paper money in the market. These receipts could be circulated in the market like money through endorsement. Thus, the receipts created a balance between depositing and withdrawing money without violating existing regulations. The holder of a receipt could sell it when they needed coins. Receipts could also be traded on the stock exchange. The Amsterdam Bank never officially printed banknotes. However, after 1683, receipts were used as de facto banknotes in certain circles. This practice foreshadowed the modern banknote system developed later by institutions such as the Bank of England in England. The Amsterdam Bank performed three functions now common to central banks: operating a payment system, creating money without reserve demands, and managing money's value via open market operations. Unlike today's banks, it initially granted little credit but gradually lent to the Amsterdam City Council and the East India Company. Though these loans were secret at first, by 1790 they became public, leading to currency devaluation. Ultimately, Amsterdam took direct control in 1791, and the bank ceased operations by the century's end. As a result, the Amsterdam Bank and several local banks that were its subsidiaries had performed most of the functions of today's central banks. The Amsterdam Bank's model of a state bank was adopted by many European countries, including the Swedish Riksbank in 1668 and the Bank of England in 1694. The Amsterdam Bank played a pioneering role in the emergence of the concept of bank money. Adam Smith, often called the father of economics, explained how the Dutch guilder functioned in his famous book, The Wealth of Nations. The Dutch guilder, the first internationally recognized reserve currency of modern times, was the most crucial in the 17th and 18th centuries before being replaced by the British pound in the 19th century. Following the Second World War, the US dollar would assume leadership. You can find more information in A History of Banks. Enjoy your reading and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.